Yeah, even I know what happens when a Huskar meets an Ice Blast in the middle of fights when he's on low health. So Nemiga coming down, they burn down this reserve time, so they got themselves a 2 supports now as well. Treant Protector, the Winter Wyvern comes out. So is this Huskar?
Dyer's pick.
Oh,
Monkey King.
Monkey King. Okay, so is this gonna be a mid Huskar then, and the Monkey King in the safe lane coming up for Nemiga?
Looks like a possibility. Looks like a possibility for sure. It could be a mid lane Winter Wyvern. We know that Malorine plays heroes like that, so it could be something you're looking at. Huskar usually doesn't want to be spotted, so Beastmaster having Hawks around you is gonna be problematic. But you know the Monkey King and the Treant Protector kind of do counter that out. I feel like the Huskar plus the Monkey King cores might be a bit too greedy for the side of Nemiga. That's why I'm not sure that that's something I want to see.
Yeah. And HellRaisers now, like I say, looking at this draft, so they've still got a carry to pick up. Is something, you know, would you want to see again? The Juggernaut is still there. Would you like to see something like a BKB builder? Do you want something that you're strong that can stand up to the Huskar and the Monkey King, like a Wraith King or a Lifestealer? Or are you looking for that kind of massive come online quickly, get some attack damage out, and just start to roam as 5, and then look for the pickoffs on the side of HellRaisers and take that momentum to Nemiga?
I actually like the Jugger quite a lot. You have solid lockdown for him. Other than the Winter Wyvern Arctic Burn, the ability to kill the healing ward isn't really there. But they go for the Snapfire, so they're gonna leave the carry hero for last. I'm just afraid that the best ones will be banned out. Something that Nemiga doesn't want to play against. I mean, you have you know, the Huskar was picked. Other than the Hoodwink, no counters are there, so now you're literally covering for the Huskar with 5 picks in succession. AA, Seeker, the Viper, obviously because of the Nether Toxin, and now you know that it's the carry hero that is left for HellRaisers, and you're just gonna target the ones that don't deal well with the Huskar, because when this hero is in the game, a lot of it revolves around him. The second he dies, Nemiga are in trouble, and if he is alive and pumping out damage, there's nothing that HellRaisers can do to anyone. You can't ignore him. He does way too much damage.
Would you expect, just specifically for this Huskar coming out the techies ban, okay, with this lineup then, would you expect something like a Slark to come out? So the Huskar, a lot of physical damage, you know, that you're going to be able to get the break with the Silver Edge, and when you get the Shadow Dance coming out as well, Huskar not going to be able to attack, you're not going to be able to do any damage at all to you while you right click him, you maybe get the pounce, you're going to be able to take away the stats and do more damage. Is Slark something you'd like to see for HellRaisers here?
Slark is the kind of hero that needs to do well in his lane. So if I see a fat hero that is gonna allow the Slark to constantly pump out the damage in the laning phase, then yeah, maybe. But overall, it's not really a hero that you think about, especially against the Winter Wyvern. You know, Winter Wyvern can be a problematic hero for you. You just ulti the Slark, and then you set up for any of the stuns. It's not like you can respond with the Dark Pact, because it doesn't really break the Winter's Curse.
Okay. So the TA is going to go the Phantom Lancer gets out here as well. HellRaisers, like I say, they've got themselves 10 seconds to think about this final ban, which is going to be, I want to say, oh, I mean, the banning out the, so they are thinking this might be a Winter Wyvern core, because the banning out support heroes from the side of HellRaisers here. The Scarith Mage goes as well as the Taki, so a lot of magical damage coming out, you know, a lot of quick burst damage coming out from those 2 heroes as well. So HellRaisers with this final pick and those heroes gone, you know, are you still favouring the Juggernaut here for HellRaisers?
I like it. It's not bad. The hero is really strong in the current meta. He can build into a Manta if need be, which is really important against the Treant Protector. I think whatever you go for, I'd like to see a Manta hero on the side of HellRaisers, unless it's something like a Slark that you mentioned that can just get rid of it every 5 seconds.
Oh, well then. So it isn't going to be the Winter Wyvern core. It's going to be a Centaur Warrunner off lane. I'm assuming Huskar mid lane and the Monkey King in the safe lane?
Yeah, or the Huskar safe lane and the Winter Wyvern mid with the 4 Monkey. Those are the 2 options that we have. So they go for the Ursa. That's a solid one because it takes away the Rosh. And it is going to be a mid lane Huskar. Now when I look at it, I kind of see Huskar and the Monkey King needing to farm at the same time, you know. But then again, Huskar is really good at posturing aggressively, and Monkey King loves carries like these, because when you have a carry, or loves heroes like these, because when you have a hero like this one, you can just stay in the trees. You really don't need a defensive item. You might not even need the BKB, though that's a bit of a stretch considering you're playing against the Snapfire and the Puck. But the thing is, Huskar stands in front, the Winter Wyvern and the Monkey King are behind him. If they try to go for the Huskar, you have the Winter's Curse to turn it around, you have the Wukong's Command waiting for them. I just wouldn't want Kiritich to be super greedy in this game in particular, because he needs to complement the Huskar and not take away a lot of his farm around the map.
Yeah, and would you expect then Ursa, because we talked about this yesterday, would you expect the Ursa to be going for the Battle Fury here to maybe try and get the Monkey King off those trees, or do you still think the Diffusal Blade kind of build here from the Ursa is going to be what he wants to lean towards from Watson in this second game?
That's a tricky one. Considering, I mean, the ultra late game Ursa pretty much crushes everything. So the Battle Fury does make sense, considering that you don't have any other scaling heroes. The question is how HellRaisers want to play this. How aggressive are they gonna be? They are the dire side, so the early Roshes, you kinda wanna take them away from the side of Nemiga.
Yeah.
It's a tough question. I'm gonna skip that one. I'm not sure what you want to go here as the Ursa, but I'm sure how HellRaisers want to play. They want to force things to happen on the bottom lane so that that Nemiga cannot really focus on the top lane that much and secure themselves the Aegis. So if you force out the rotations from the side of HellRaisers on the bottom lane with the Beastmaster, you do have tools to do so. Then you can walk into the pit with HellRaisers. Of course, that's where the Treant Protector comes into play, who can just solo stay on the bottom lane and protect the tier 2 forever.
Yeah, Mero's actually going to take the boar at level 1, so Kiritich, oh no, he's not fast enough. The boar's got a 20 movement speed, so Mero's going to be able to summon another one. So bad, it's just going to be coming through with the Arctic Burn as well. This boar, yes, no? Is it going to be a liver?
Living.
He gets the deny off.
He slays it himself.
Yeah, so he's got the Hawk out as well to do a little bit of scouting, but Mero, he's got the boar at level 1. Is this what you want to be seeing? You know, because we saw in the last game the axes were coming out quite early as well. What is it the Beastmaster wants to build towards, do you think?
The game is on.
You were playing against the Viper in the lane in the previous game, so your only chance to get to the creeps early on and secure the ranged one was with the wild axes. Now, once the Winter Wyvern uses the Arctic Burn, you have 40 seconds of downtime where you can do whatever you like. Plus, you have a Hoodwink, which is a very, very annoying hero that is just going to be punching them in the face. So you do want to go for boars. Overall, the Monkey King doesn't deal with the boars too well.
Look at this as well. Mallory's just showing off at this point. He was taunted away from the Centaur. They were looking for that kind of slay in the river. It does leave this bounty rune open though, so it might be something that he goes back for here, Mallory, before he gets into the lane. But yeah, he was just able to get himself up onto the cliff and get himself away from the damage coming through from the tree and from the Centaur. And Vazi just gives up halfway through. He's like, I need to go to lane. I need to be putting pressure on. I need to be looking for my creeps. Can't be chasing down a Snapfire for even the potential first blood.
Yeah, you don't want to do it though. You know, still a very nice art for Nemiga. The Centaur is a pretty solid hero in terms of laning because he has really good animation for the attack. It's very easy to last it with this hero, and with the Snapfire not being there, the Ursa cannot go aggressively, which means that Vazia will pretty much deny and take away most of the creeps.
Yeah, and in this mid lane as well, you can see the Puck taking a lot of damage up against Malrine. How does this lane go for Rabel? You know, is he just going to suffer until he can get a few levels, maybe look to rotate off and get some kills, or you know, what can he do here up against Malrine with his because he's not even got out the burning spears just yet on Huskar.
The Puck can farm. That is the thing. You have more range than the Huskar, and you try to keep yourself away. There are these times where the Huskar will be able to claim the high ground, just deny everything. But the Puck is the type of hero who can farm the small camp, and the Huskar not that great at doing so. So Rabel should be relatively fine in this lane. But we do expect the Huskar to get a bit more, especially once those bracers start coming out. If he wants them, the Puck really won't be doing any damage to the Huskar himself.
Yeah, and this is this goes back to
I think you're completely wrong.
2011, 2012 when I started playing. This is just I'm just having flashbacks to mid Huskars, triple braces, and obviously he's changed since then. But that was all you built. This was along the lines of the mid Night Stalkers as well, though. So something a little bit different. And Maureen. Yeah, I'm just saying, like I say, I'm seeing the 3 gauntlets. I'm just thinking, is this going to be the triple braces? So, do you think he wants? He's actually going to go for that armlet. But do you think he converts 1 brace and maybe a soaring in there as well? Does he even need the? He doesn't need the soaring, right? Because he doesn't need the mana really.
He probably knows this matchup quite nicely, and he thinks that the bracers are not something that he needs. In the end, it's just gonna be the gauntlets of strength just for the early taking of the creeps, and you can see that he's already thinking about the armlet. Yeah, you kind of did give me a flashback there as well. I remember the Night Stalker in the mid with a Vanguard. That was the thing back then. You get a Vanguard and you just start running towards the enemies. Of course, you didn't have the Dark Ascension as you do now.
No, and Kiritich, he's going to be taking some damage on the bottom lane. He's got himself coming through. Is that going to be an Orb of Corrosion, do you think, here? Or is the Monkey King just going to stick with the Blightstone? Is that just a flat Blightstone here?
I think you're fine with going for the full Orb of Corrosion if you wanted. It's not the best of items right now. Maybe you can't run down the Beastmaster, so maybe you're just gonna stay with the Blightstone. You use the Boundless Strike and make sure that your Winter Wyvern does a lot of damage. Hoodwink and the Beastmaster aren't really the highest of armor heroes, so you do benefit from that. I just don't see Kiritich running them down, so maybe just skip the Orb of Corrosion, at least for now. Later on, for the Monkey King inside of fights, it's definitely gonna be good enough.
Okay, just looking at the aggression as well. We can see that Sobad, he's taking a lot of harass coming through, but he's not gone for the point into the Cold Embrace just yet, and he's going back for the Splinter Blast. I suppose that adds up against the Beastmaster and his balls when he can get it out, but it's just leaving him a little bit open to the harass coming out from Gilga here, who does have that headdress. He's going to have some regen coming through. And looking at it, you know, what does Sobad? Is he just going to be focusing on the Splinter Blast coming through onto these balls so Kiritich can maybe clean up with the Boundless Strike? Oh no, there is going to be a Bushwhack coming through. A lot of damage coming through onto the Monkey King, and the Monkey King has to use the Fiery Fire. Watson's going to be able to get the first blood on the top lane, taking down Vazia, but just sticking with this one, we got baited. I got baited into thinking that Kiritich might have gone down there.
And that was close. That was very, very close for Kiritich to die. And, you know, on the top lane, Vazia did go down. We can see that the Ursa got quite low, so it wasn't like a overwhelming victory on the top lane for HellRaisers, but on the bottom lane, they're doing quite well. For your question, yeah, with the Splinter Blast, you want the Boars to die. This is why twice in a row I wasn't so certain, you know, Nemiga playing a Monkey King into a Beastmaster, it just isn't the easiest thing to do, and we're seeing twice in a row that Kiritich is kind of suffering, you know.
Yeah, Hellscream gets low up on the top lane as well, and it is going to be actually, but he finishes off the kill into Malady. He might even find the curry here now as well. That's going to be the phase boots and a salve. Oh, Watson, he's doing all right. He got given over a Tango. Malady. Nah, that was Hellscream denying himself to the tower, so it wasn't actually a Malady kill there. But yeah, Watson, he's going to be given a salve coming through, yeah, so he's just going to have to buy up a spur one, get that heal off, get himself to a decent amount of health. And it's going to slow him down a little bit, especially because he doesn't have the phase boots. That's literally going to slow him down. Oh, the Centaur Stomp as the cookie comes out. That's going to be a really nice one. Scatterblast is going to be used, but Watson needs to back himself away. The Leech Seed going to be doing a lot of damage over to Watson as well, so just needs to back himself up. Going to be going towards the Morbid Mask, which shouldn't be too far away. Another 2 creep waves before he's going to be able to pick that up, and that should come out with the phase boots.
Those phase boots dying is a big deal. If he had the phase boots there and the extra armor, the Treant doesn't punch him that hard. You know, that is a big deal, because Watson, he brought out he bought another salve for Malady to bring him out, and the Centaur, if you don't kill him initially, the Fury Swipes, they are gonna expire, and then suddenly this Centaur is stronger than you if you're at half HP. So definitely not looking the greatest for Watson now until his phase boots do get delivered. Luckily for him, the curse in the early stages of the game, they respawn quite fast.
Yeah, and Rebel's even going to be able to pick up onto Sobad's curry. There was a really deep look at this. The Observer Ward here in the jungle saw the rotation coming through from the puck, so they were able to just back themselves into the trees behind that tier 1 tower. Rebel gets a consolation prize, taking down the Wyvern's courier, but it does mean that he gave up a little bit of space, a little bit of time for Huskar to farm, and You know, he didn't get anything out of that rotation, so that is going to be a little bit of a feels bad for Rabel coming back into this mid lane. But he looks like he wants to try and get the pull off, you know, try and get that cam stack up so he can maybe go back, get himself a neutral item.
See what he manages to do. I'm looking at this Ursa Watson. I don't know how much he can do against the Centaur now that he has a Vanguard. He even went for 2 rings of protection. I'm loving how the Centaur is playing this lane. He just doesn't want to take that much damage from the Ursa, and he did die once, but that was just before his items came out. Now, I just don't see him going down, especially with the Stampede being ready, and he's gonna have the boots fairly soon.
Yeah, he's actually going to pop. Actually, no, he might be able to get up with the Earthshock because a lot of damage the Stampede is going to be used, but he was stunned for a long time with that.
Yeah.
In fact, even the Centaur, he's going to betray the Centaur Brotherhood as he does. It's going to be the kill going away of Watson. Dream Call comes out with that. Might be able to turn Malrine. Going to be able to get the kill onto Watson. Watson, he was so unlucky that Malrine was in the area. Rebel rotates off as well. He's going to try and use the Dream Call, but it's not going to be super effective, so he just has to TP himself back into the lane, and it might be a double kill going the way of Malrine because he's going to be able to get himself in with the ultimate if he wants to, but underneath the tier 1 tower might be a bit of a risk here. Maori, he's got that Scatter Blast as well as a few 1 charges.
If he had the armlet, he would have dove there. Yeah, as you said, the the Centaur betrays his big brother. This is why you need to be good to your younger siblings, you know?
Maori's going to go down. Yeah, the dive's going to come through from Maori. The cookie's going to be there, though. The stun's going to be enough, and that was a really good bait. That, in fact, you'd say it was a great bait, mate. Just 8 out of 8. As on the bottom lane, underneath the tier 1 tower, there is going to be 3 heroes here. So bad can he get himself away from this? He's going to be trying to get himself out with the Arctic Burn, but the damage from Mayro going to be way too much.
HellRaisers are playing this one better. I mean, they're baiting out Nemiga on those at the moments that, you know, you might not be the stronger lineup at that moment or the stronger duo, but they're baiting Nemiga to make mistakes, and that is just before the Huskar gets the armlet. So, you know, a second later and you wouldn't be able to get the kill. And Malady is still continuing to be a very big nuisance while that was happening. You get the tower in the bottom lane. Kiritichi has been struggling in this entire game, and so bad he loses his life now twice in a row.
Yeah, he's going to be caught out. The pushback is going to be there as the Cold Embrace does end. Rabel, Stampede's going to be used. Do they have the lockdown? In fact, Sobad might turn around onto this. He's just going to see the Hawk. He's not going to see the Hawk because it gets out of sentry range. But that was a Stampede, what, to save the Wyvern from a gank, and that's going to put it on cooldown now for the next 90 seconds, and didn't really cost them a whole lot on the side of HellRaisers.
Yeah, definitely didn't. So HellRaisers, they did what they needed. They opened up the bottom part of the map. They're gonna be forcing heroes to go there. So bad. Yeah. Oh, they just save his life and he just walks back in.
They're waiting as well. Is there going to be enough mana maybe for the nutshot to come out from the Hoodwink here? One more right click, it will be, and Mayro picks it up. The boss and the Alpha Wolf that was taken just standing by. While this is going on though, Nemiga, they're going to be putting some pressure onto this tier 1 tower in the top lane.
Mortimus Kisses are ready.
Do they want to try and go onto this? There is going to be 3 heroes. Maori, does he want to try and drop them? Looks like he's just going to save them for now.
So now it's gonna be a battle of can HellRaisers force Nemiga to the bottom lane, force them to a lane you don't want to be. This is what I was talking about, where Nemiga, they have 2 heroes, the Winter Wyvern, the Treant Protector, who can pretty much play the dead lane as much as they want. The problem I see for Nemiga though is Kiritich, I don't know what his role in this game is gonna be. He's just way too underfarmed.
Well, they're going to be able to get the Winter's Curse off. Hoodwink might go down here. He's going to be able to get himself away. There's going to be the Overgrowth coming through the Treant Protector now as well. The Dream Code's going to be used. Kiritich, Cold Embrace to try and keep him alive. They're going to be able to chase down. Mayro will go down. So a good couple of kills being picked up here. Maori, he did. I mean, the multiple kisses did get used. They mustn't have been that. Did he get stopped?
No, he used them there. They were going onto the Monkey King. They just started it off on the Centaur, so that's one of the reasons why they got the kill. You can see that the Grandma did most of the damage there. What ended up happening though is Miero almost got out of that one, but the Snapfire misclicked the cookie and used it on the Alpha Wolf. You know, sometimes it does happen. You know, people tend to feed animals over people. I guess animals sometimes do deserve it more than people overall. So Malady, that's how he felt. You know, you're the master, you put your wolf in a bad spot, I'm gonna give food to him and he's gonna survive and you're not. In the end though, both the master and the dog go down. But very nice response coming out from Nemiga. I think HellRaisers thought that the Winter Wyvern was gonna play that lane, but he came to help.
I love that as well. The sharpshooter comes out from Gilga, but it wasn't to try and do any damage. It was just for the little hop back over the cliff. With the bushwhack as well, it stopped the centaur from being able to get off a stomp. It was just the squirrel making sure he wasn't squished and easily survivability. I mean, what? It's 40-second cooldown, 45-second cooldown on the sharpshooter, so it's not even like you're going to miss that ultimate for very long either.
But still, Nemiga, they should be quite happy. They are able to hold the bottom part of the map and farm pretty effectively onto the Monkey King. He's gonna have his Echo Saber, so he can find a place to fight now with the Wukong's command. He's actually gonna be a formidable foe, especially if he's like protecting the Huskar or the Centaur. Is gonna be doing a massive amount of damage. Plus the slows are gonna be quite significant. So I'm liking what Nemiga are doing in terms of map control. They're not allowing HellRaisers or Miero to be exact to overtake the bottom part of the map, and they dewarded everything, which is ideal when you're playing against the Beastmaster.
Look at this though, so bad, hanging around the pit. He does have that Winter's Curse. Arctic Burn, gonna try and he's just doing some dewarding, but he's gonna scout this out. And Watson, does he want to move back in? He's got to be careful because there's gonna be 4 heroes from the side of Nemiga close to this pit.
Everyone is coming over.
Yeah, this is one of those that if you cannot let him get away with it, don't let him get away with it, because Trian does have the 1 point into the overgrowth here now as well. It's off cooldown. The Winter's Curse is available, the Wukong's command, but it's just going to be okay. Watson does pick it up with the help of the rest of his team, so he is going to be able to take that one out. Where are they going to be able to go after that? The Acorn shot, not going to be able to connect onto anybody. The Bushwhack, though, does actually catch onto the Winter Wyvern, so he's going to be taking a little bit of damage, though.
This is a big deal. You take away the Aegis from the Huskar. Still, the second Aegis is the one that you're looking for. This is just for a little bit of an advantage. Let's see if they can get the tower.
Oh, the ultimate kisses are going to be dropped. It was stopped on the back lines. They come in. There was a Centaur stomp, so they are going to be losing 1-for-1. Maybe Malady, though, but what's going to be used? It's going to be another death. It's going to be the death of the Huskar, yeah. And they were able to get the kill onto the Snapfire on the back line, so now the chase is on. Vazia is going to be able to get that blink away. Ursa's going to be chasing there as well, just using the pig pole. Earthshock as well. Is he going to be able to catch up with the Diffusal Blade to slow Vazia down? I think he's a little bit, with the phase boots, a little bit faster. Yeah, he's going to be able to close that gap. The Diffusal Blade slow comes out. Vazia just trying to do his best with the stomp, with the taunt, but the Bushwhack going to be able to latch him to that tree, and Centaur Wall Runner will be taken down.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Miero.
He does get caught out, yeah, looking towards taking down that tier 1 tower, but it is going to be denied by Hellscream.
Known for protecting towers, and here he has betrayed it. So a lot of betrayal in this game here, Rob, for sure. First, the Centaur is now the Treant Protector, killing the tower with no points in living armor. That was such an unfortunate timing for Nemiga, and a really good one for HellRaisers. You walk into the pit when the Centaur needs 10 more gold for his blink. So he's farming a camp while Nemiga are preparing for a fight. Also, one mistake I think from Nemiga is they went into the backline to kill the Grandma, and they were not protecting their Huskar, who that break almost kills Malrine. But either way, the thing is, you need to protect your Huskar with the Monkey King. You can just allow the Centaur to get into the backline, stop the Mortimer's Kisses, allow the Snapfire to live, and protect the Huskar with the Wukong's command, because if Malrine dies, your fight is pretty much lost.
Yeah, and just looking, so we've got the break going up from Gilga here as well. He's going to be going towards, do you think he goes for the Spirit Vessel at any point to try and stack on to Huskar?
I don't think now he's gonna be taking it. When he didn't rush it, late game Spirit Vessel just isn't that great.
Yeah. Oh, the cookie comes out. The Dream Coil's going to be there as well into the Centaur Warrunner. The damage is going to be off. This Catapult is going to be used to get the break. They do the damage, and they do take Vazia down.
That's a pretty big one. The Centaur can no longer protect this bottom part of the map, because now with the Aegis being taken, with Roche being dead, HellRaisers are not afraid to bring more heroes here, and now you can finally use your Beastmaster vision to its full potential. I think Nemiga, they have to be using their supports to protect this dead lane. You use the supports, you protect the dead lane, and you forget about the jungle right now. Even though they have great vision there, it's possibly a smoke into a pickoff and you get yourself out, because HellRaisers are gonna have vision on you, and their jump is just way too strong with Ursa constantly running forward.
Yeah, Watson, they might be able to find... Okay, Vazia backed himself away once again. Gilga, so it is just going to be... You know, he's going towards the Aether Lens, so he's going to have that extra range. How much gold off is he?
Well, he's like 150 gold away. He just needs to disassemble the arcane boots, so he's pretty much there. HellRaisers, they got the D-ward down, so now Nemiga don't have that good a vision of their jungle any longer. I still like they have this ward to help them protect the tier 2, but the bottom part of the map is definitely gone. Nemiga, they have to change the plays that they're playing right now, though. With the Huskar BKB, this might be the timing you want to go in. Still, Aegis is up for another minute. You need to wait that one out.
They're going to be able to get another silence onto the Centaur Warren, so no stampede. The Acorn shot comes through, and they're going to be able to get the Bushwhack, lock him down, and Marine has to be really careful about getting caught out there. Really nice kill coming through from the side of HellRaisers. Once again, Watson just finding these heroes, finding the pickoffs, and just leading the line. So the Centaur had absolutely no chance with a five-man group up coming through from the side of HellRaisers, and you can see the kills just swinging the way of HellRaisers at the minute.
Yeah, and they're playing the map really well. Rabel, you can see that he's almost never in fights unless it's like, okay, I'm gonna come over for a pickoff, then I'm immediate in the top lane. So Nemiga, they're now thinking, are we gonna defend this? How are we letting them have so many towers? But the thing is that when HellRaisers get together and they overtake the area, Nemiga without vision, they can't fight. Nemiga have to be standing on their ward for Huskar to have a lot of vision around him, and then you cover him with the Winter's Curse, with the Wukong's Command, with all the things that we talked about. But that timing is just delayed so much by HellRaisers being able to take the Aegis. So in terms of movements, HellRaisers have just outdone themselves in this game.
Look at this as well. They're going to be able to find the Hawk, got the vision onto where the Monkey King was. The Mortimer Kisses are going to rain down, and this is going to be Malady getting that kill onto Kirita. He tried to do this best with the Mischief shift, but they get themselves a really nice kill, and it's going to be 30 seconds without
bottom
the Monkey
lane.
King. The bottom lane as well. Yeah, they're going to be able to go into Marine. There's going to be a really nice Bushwhack coming through. I'm going to be able to get it off that sharpshooter, so it doesn't look like, because it's going to be onto the Centaur. Centaur just getting right in front of him, playing the body block, so it doesn't go onto the Huskar, but now it's going to be the sacrificial lamb, or the sacrificial Centaur from the side of Nemiga to get Marine out of danger.
That is a BKB Huskar that you can't use at all. You're just afraid of the enemy so much. The Aegis has expired, but the thing is that the Ursa got to his BKB as well. So when it comes to the Huskar and the Ursa battling it out, and both of them having a BKB, it's actually going to be the Ursa winning. And Huskar is one of those heroes that you expect to always win a man fight against anyone. Against this Ursa, it's not going to work. So HellRaisers, with that cool move towards the top lane, they forced Nemiga to get out of their base a little bit too much, and now they're going to be overtaking this part of the map completely. I just don't see Nemiga defending this tower right now. They are not in position, so it's definitely gonna go the way of HellRaisers.
Yeah, and look at this as well. You see Watson, he's just putting this aggression on. He's got the BKB of his own, going towards that blink dagger. He's going to try and clean off the creep wave. Hellscream needs to run himself away with the Dream Call, though. It's going to break. They're not going to be able to get the Bushwhack, because they are going to be able to get the Sharpshooter shot off. Is there going to be enough damage here? He's back on his high ground. But maybe just a warning shot coming through onto the Tree and Protector here, saying next time you won't be so lucky.
This is a cool smoke. Nemiga, if they can catch HellRaisers on the retreat when they're actually not in position, would be quite big. But they're already a couple of seconds too late, so HellRaisers will be ready for this.
Yeah, ultimates. Kiritish is going to try and dive in. They're going to try and get on top of Mero now as well. The BKB comes out, and Beastmaster going to be immediately blown up. Didn't have that roll for another 10 seconds, but how else? What else are they going to be able to do here on the side of Nemiga? It looks like it's just going to be for Mero. You get the outpost back as well as Vazia, just farming the side camp. So that's going to be his phase boots coming out on top of his blink. A 4-staff as well for the Centaur Warrunner. Is it, I mean, were you expecting something different for that? Because I was, item-wise. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't a 4-staff for the Centaur.
The only time you would get something different when you're playing against the Ursa is if you're having a really good game. Yeah. Vazia is having a really bad game, so the 4-staff is the way to go. There's really no other way around it, though. Considering this last smoke, Nemiga, they needed to be there like 2-3 seconds earlier. At the time where HellRaisers kill the tower, you already need to be like climbing the high ground into the big jungle, and then you will get a better fight. So you saw how much they wanted to force that one out, but HellRaisers were already in a good position to bail out and just give away one hero.
Yeah, Gilgit might be baiting here, actually. They're going to be able to see him underneath the sentry. The dust is going to get popped as well, so the Bushwhack going to be there onto the tree and protect the tree. Not going to be able to get himself out of this one. It doesn't look like the damage coming through. And Rabel, with those boots of travel, is able to get himself in. And now they're going to look for a little bit more. Mero doesn't have the blink dagger, so he's not going to be able to catch up. And Vazia will be able to get the blink away from danger. As Mero looks like they just want to continue to push on this bottom lane, like you say, keep that aggression on and keep that the map, keep the creepy equilibrium pushed in favor of HellRaisers on this bottom lane.
If there is a animal that understands trees inside and out, it's definitely a squirrel. So, you know, being a treant protector against the hoodwink, it's never gonna work out for you because he can read you like a book. He knows every little secret that you have, and that's exactly what happened here. Gilgir, he waited for the treant there, as you mentioned last time around. It was a warning shot. This time around, it was a shoot to kill kind of drill.
Yeah, and so looking at this, we can see that the Huskar is going towards a halberd. You know, there's going to be the Monkey King's already got that BKB. What's he going towards next? It looks like he recompleted the Echo Saber. So what is it that you expect here from the side of Nemiga? They're going to be smoking up, maybe looking for something. The smoke is going to break. Malady actually sees him. Gets that scatter blast off, so Visor's going to be slowed down. The bushwhack comes in, and now the sharpshooter. Do they want to go into the Centaur? Warren Centaur going to go for the Stampede. The sharpshooter's going to miss just barely, but between the two, the Hawk will dive down, stun up onto the Centaur. Do they want to carry on going? Yeah, it's going to be the buyback coming through from the Snapfire. It looks like they want to fight this one out, because I mean the Roshan is going to be back up the next 8 seconds. So are they going to be going any further onto this? The Dream Call comes out. It's just going to be onto Hellstream once again. Visor's going to be able to get in, but a double bushwhack comes through. The Mortimer Kiss is stepping up onto these two heroes. The Winter's Curse will be there, but it doesn't matter the phase shift, and it's going to be a really tanker Ursa. So the Roar now onto the Huskar. He's going to be locked down. Mero, does he want to step into this Wukong Saman? It looks like Watson does. He's going to try and get himself in there with the Enrage, doing the damage with the BKB, and Kiritich with his own BKB. One more right click though. They might have the damage to take down Marin as well. They absolutely will. A full 5-man wipe comes through from HellRaisers, and now the big man's back up. The mid lane's opened up. The top lane's opened up. And this is just, it's kid in a candy store scenario here for the side of HellRaisers.
This, I wouldn't even be mad if Nemiga called it right now. The most important Rosh is the second one for the heroes like an Ursa, like a TA, like a Huskar. The two Roshes now don't go the way of Nemiga. You could see how HellRaisers understood just what they're about to do. They had buybacks on the heroes that could die there. Obviously, the Ursa and the Puck didn't need their buybacks because there's really low chances that they're gonna be going down. But you have a buyback on the Snapfire, you put Malady in front, you wait for the enemies to go for him, he dies, you buy back, you crush the enemies. I was kind of weirded out that Nemiga didn't start buying their heroes because without that second Rosh, you're not going to be winning this game. I think that was the time for you to go all in. The second that the Treant Protector died, he should have bought back. Immediately Nemiga pull out and then they go in again. Because there's no other way to win this game other than win that second Rosh. And HellRaisers, they just show that they understand these timings a bit better than Nemiga, and they are playing around them you know, a bit more, though they are the dire side with the Beastmaster, so it does make sense they're going to be controlling the pit easier.
The Bushwhack comes out now as well. The cookie to just keep this Huskar controlled. He might turn this one around. I'm not sure where Watson was going. Watson's just going to be running all the way around. I'm surprised that he didn't jump on Malrine, but it looks at the back lines. Kiritich, Watson, he found his target. He found the Monkey King. They are going to be able to get the kill into the Snapfire now as well, so it's going to be a 2 versus 4 for Watson. I think he likes those odds going on to the Vazi now as well. His BKB will be running out. There is going to be another blast back here, but Malrine, the BKB going to be used by the Huskar. Huskar going to get himself away from the danger of the Centaur. The chase down. No! Was Puck getting close to taking down Vazia. But it looks like there's been some major lag with the disconnects coming out on both sides. Winter Wyvern trying to get himself close to the rest of his teammates, and again, look at this. The Centaur were on a 55 health left. He's got the Witchblade taking him down there as well. He's being slowed down, and this right click coming through from the Puck should be enough to finish the job against Vazia.
As you said, Watson liked those odds. There was a second of lag there from the server. I got some packet loss for a second as well, so it's understandable that players would want to pause. This was a solid attempt from Nemiga to catch HellRaisers off guard, and they did exactly that, but the thing is, Watson is way too powerful. Yeah,
you can see him diving onto Malrine now as well. Malrine not going to be able to get himself away. The BKB wears off immediately. Is going to be... Well, that's
okay, turned around.
Pop. I think he'll be able to do anything. Rebel's going to try and go with the Winning Rift to do. Just waiting for this... for the Ursa to come back up. He blinks himself forward. The overpower... Is it going to be enough to take him down? He's stacking up. He's just waiting for this Golden Brace to end. But Malrine is going to be healed up. Do they have the control to take down Watson? Watson might try and go for the Earthshock. He's going to try and go back in, actually. And he does take down Malrine. And now can he get himself out of this? 1 second on the Blink Dagger. But again, he looks like he wants to carry on going here. The Golden Brace comes out. He's got that Ancient Granite Golem going as well. Going to be able to stack up with the Blink away from Sobad. Just barely gets himself out of danger there, Sobad. And now Watson.
Just here.
Yeah, what are they able to do? Gilga, he's coming back into this. They're going to have Mero rotating in as well.
No. Oh, they're gonna go. Really, that was so unfortunate. They didn't have mana on the Huskar. If the Huskar had the mana for Inner Fire, the Ursa couldn't have gone in for them there. But that is the thing. The Diffusal Blade gives them that advantage, and that is why the fight ultimately goes in the favor of HellRaisers. Though you can't even say that because they lost all 5 of their heroes. One more time like that, and Nemiga are gonna be fine. Though unless you have the Aegis, you're not gonna really be playing that aggressively. And you can see Watson is just itemizing to counter the item choices of the enemies. Malrine now has the Heaven's Halberd. That's 2 disarms for the Ursa, but when there's a MKB, you just get 1 stun on this Huskar and he's gonna be a goner.
Yeah, and you can see Malrine, he's going back. He's got that plate mail queued up now. Is it going to be... what do you think it is going to be for the Huskar? Does he want to build into like a Shiva's, or is it a Lotus that's going to come out here for Malrine? What is it that he wants to be going towards?
Well, AC is the most obvious choice, but he needs a casual plate mail. Wouldn't surprise me at all. And then you go for an Axe. I think that would be okay. Right now, what Nemiga are trying to do, there's one hero that they're afraid of, and that is the Ursa. Puck is annoying. It's very hard. He's very hard to kill, but you can ignore him. The Ursa you can't ignore. So you're gonna be seeing Yule Scepters coming out. You're gonna be seeing some armor items coming out. That is the way that you win this game if you're Nemiga. You can take it to the late game. Huskar can be very formidable in the late game, especially with two save supports.
Yeah, look at this Hellscream. The dust did come out, but he was on a march. He was just ways away from this. And it looks like they might want to fight. They're going to be able to get the stomp onto Watson. Watson is going to be able to get that roar off. He's going to try and survive for a little bit longer. Watson, does he get himself out of this? He might try and turn this one around, but the Winter's Curse does come through. And they're just trying to chunk him down as slowly and surely as possible. Watson still surviving. He's still, the life steal coming through from the Morbid Master. There is going to be the multiple kisses onto Malrine. Malrine trying to do what he can to survive. So this it looks like Kiritage trying to chase down into Malady. Malady's not going to be able to get himself away. Yes, he is, because of the bushwhack. The 2 supports creeping up to keep each other alive. But a really nice pickoff there, and Puck wasn't even anywhere close.
Yeah, you see that Rabel is pretty much not a part of this game. He's playing his own PvE campaign, like who cares about it? From time to time you're gonna see him come in and put the cooldown, but he is just split pushing so much, and in terms of net worth he's doing quite well. But the thing is, HellRaisers, they had this awesome timing with the second Rosh. It is taking away the timing from Nemiga, but you dropped the ball there in that big fight. In the end, yeah, Watson did survive throughout that entire fight earlier on, but you kind of lost that timing that you were looking for to take down all of these tier 2s. And Nemiga, their big items are coming through. The Axe on the Huskar, it's gonna be there in no time. I still don't like he didn't buy the plate mail. I think it's a necessity. Playing with a 15 armor, that's with your armor toggled on against the Ursa, is something that you might pay for. So I do think Malrine is making a mistake, but the thing is, he just wants to kill people. Once he jumps in with the Axe, he kills one, and then with the Cold Embrace, he should be fine.
Yeah, and it looks like you can see as well, Malady going in to do some D1, and they want to take the control of the triangle, keep that outpost in their favor, keep both of them, just for that little bit of an advantage that, the XP, if they deny it away from Nemiga, it gives them that just little bit of an edge here, as Watson is back alive. What's he going towards? He still wants that MKB though. So in terms of gold, he's still got to be a ways away from it. He's got the BKB, he's got himself the Basher, he was keeping himself alive fairly long with that Morbid Mask, but the MKB coming out. Oh, Rabel. Just going to be spotted by the eye shot, actually. He needs to be careful. He's going to clear off the orb into the trees as well. Is he going to be able to get himself away from danger? Because there was 4, before they started to back away, there was 4 heroes from the side of Nemiga here, close to Rabel.
And all of the big items are starting to come out for the side of Nemiga. The Monkey King is going for a Deso. This is the item you go for if you're the Monkey King and the game isn't going well for you, because with it you can do so much damage. As we mentioned, you have 2 defensive supports. You have the Stampede as well to keep you safe, and you're always going to have the Huskar to be the one to take all of the hate in from the enemy. So you're just there in the back lines. The Wukong's command comes out. You're like, this Monkey King, he is weak. But no, the Deso just crushes you. So I'm loving the itemization from Nemiga. There's a 10k gold lead on the side of HellRaisers, but Halberd, the 4 staffs, the Yules on the Tree and Protector, everything is kind of centered around not allowing this Ursa to attack. And if they do manage to stop Watson from going in, Nemiga are gonna be able to win these fights, and they itemize perfectly to do so. This is still an open game, even though like 10 minutes ago I thought it was just over after that Roche fight.
Yeah, and you can see, like I say, that HellRaisers, they are playing a little bit more safe. They're playing grouped up. Snapfire's trying to do what he can in terms of wards, just to maybe offer a little bit of a, an early warning system. Speaking about early warning system, Hellscream's going to be coming in. Do they see him? The sentry's on the tree, on the stairs. If he tries to come up onto this, Vizi's going to be spotted as well. So Maldius backs himself away. The spy legs do come out. Where's the... Has anyone got... No, I was there. There's a sentry on the low ground. Okay, I thought it was a gem. Malrine pushing out this mid lane as well. He's just going to go for the TP away. Or Puck. Rabel needs to be really careful. He gets a winning rift onto the Monkey King. The Monkey King, the chase is on now. Are they going to try and go? Because he's got that Blink Dagger. So maybe they look for the overgrowth with Hellscream. That speed in the phase boots in the trees. They're trying to look to lock down the
will find him.
And the silence, the winning rift. The point blank winning rift stops that. And now it's going to be the Dream Call coming through. He might be able to turn this one around. Whereas the rest of his team, though, they're going to be able to do anything about this. The phase shift coming through. Vizia trying to run himself into the trees. It's still going to be another winning rift. And now they find out, are they be able to go into the center? The roar comes through. Where's the rest of the damage going to come from now? He's going to be able to come in. And Watson gets the earth shot, gets the right click, gets the kill from Rabel.
No matter how many legs you have, 4, 10, 12, it doesn't matter, Bazia, you're not going to be able to outrun the puck. And that was some really nice footwork coming out from Rabel. You can see that HellRaisers, they don't want to take a straight up team fight any longer. They understand that Nemiga have gotten to their big items, so they're going to be using the puck, their mobile hero, and they're going to be using the vision of the Beastmaster to constantly push in the bottom lane. It's good for Nemiga that they have this treant, so Living Armor will allow them to heal these towers back up, but at some point when these kind of moves are being made by HellRaisers, you are bound to make a mistake. It just comes down to it. Will HellRaisers be able to punish it? This time around they get 1 kill, but next time it could be even more.
Yeah, and you can see, well, the Centaur is going to be coming back alive now. The orbs flying through, so it looks like HellRaisers, they have the feather back in the cap, looking to maybe just control again this triangle, this area where they can get the vision, because the Roche isn't going to be too far away. 45 seconds. And it looks like, again, that... Well, there's going to be the smoke up from Nemiga. You can see that HellRaisers are trying to keep themselves around this Roche pit. They don't want to be giving it this. They want to be taking the third Roshan, but like you said, Nemiga, they've hit that time and they're looking for the fight. They're looking to see if they can get any pickoffs. And again, the Centaur coming through in the smoke. He's going to be able to pick up the bounty in here. Mero, the board, not even going to be able to warn him on this. And Mero just needs to run himself to the rest of the team, as it is going to be that long wrap around, the backstab coming through here from the side of Nemiga. Not going to be able to find anyone before that smoke wears off.
They pushed out the lanes for Nemiga, so they're going to be quite comfortable staying here. The problem, of course, comes down to it. You didn't take the outpost, so when it comes to who has the advantage in the Roche, it's going to be the side of HellRaisers, and if they start buying back, they're going to be back in the fight much earlier than the case will be on the side of Nemiga. That is the thing that is threatening you right now, and that is why those first 2 Roches are so impactful even towards the rest of this game, because Nemiga just hasn't been able to take down a tier 2.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to see a smoke coming through from HellRaisers. They're going to wrap back around through the path that Nemiga took, trying to make a jump happen here. They might even be able to find out Hellscream. They are going to be able to find out Hellscream. He gets that Yule Scepter off. How long is he going to be able to survive through this for as well? Unless he's going to be able to get himself away. The Dream Call comes out onto Vizia now as well. They've got the catch. They've got the Mortimer Kisses coming through. That's going to be the buyback on the Dream, but that's not what you want to start this fight, as he does get himself away with the Stampede.
Ursa no BKB.
Yeah, that is true, though.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
And Puck just scouting out again with this orb flying through.
HellRaisers, they don't want to fight right now. 60 seconds, no BKB on Dirisa, that is dangerous territory for you. So if I was Nemiga, I'd force things out super hard right now. You can do it 2 ways. Either run on the high ground, which I wouldn't recommend, or just walk into the pit. I think that would be the easier play for them, but they're too afraid to make anything happen. So this timing for them, it's just not going to be good enough.
Yeah, you can see as well that they've got 60 seconds or 55 seconds on the Mortimer Kisses, 18 seconds worth on the Dream Call, and this BKB just ticking right back down for Ursus, 36 seconds, and they do have to be careful because Hellscream did buy back in that last fight, so if he goes down again, that especially as an opening pick, it's going to put Nemiga at such a disadvantage, but HellRaisers, they are just playing it back, they're playing it safe, they're keeping the heroes around Watson, so that they can, if anything happens, they can keep him alive. And like you say, Nemiga, they're going to try and force this, but is this a little bit too late now? They've got 10 seconds left on this BKB for the Ursa on that cooldown. 17 seconds left on the Mortimer Kisses. Looks like the Bushwhack's going to come in onto the Monkey King now as well. So he is going to be controlled up. Just takes a little bit of damage as well. The Puck dives into the pit. They're going to be able to get the Mallory with the BKB. The roar comes out. They're going to be able to go control him. The right click's coming through, but the Yule sets it onto the Ursa. The Ursa has that BKB. He's going to be able to use it. It looks like, do they want to try and fight through this? They are going to be able to fight through this, and that is going to be the death. The buyback coming through from the Husker. The Mortimer Kisses is going to be dropped as well.
Falling.
So bad, it's just going to melt, and so will Roshan, as the cheese will be available. Mayro, though, he's going to be able to go into Hellscream. Hellscream, he's going to go down. And again, he's already used that buyback, so it's going to be the Huskar buyback heritage. Stampede to get them away here with the diving from the Puck once again. Marine is going to try and go onto the Puck, but they just absolutely blow up. They get the kill onto Fazia. Gems on the deck.
Marino buyback.
Marino, Watson's going to get low. No, he's not, because he's sustaining once again. He's going to be able to survive through this. And Kiritich, he has to pop this BKB. He has to try and run himself away from this. He's trying to go. He's trying to keep himself alive, get himself back to the fountain. But Watson dives in once again. Fazia with the buyback. This is the last hero left alive. No heroes left alive. A full 5-man. With the buybacks, what we calling that? 7-man? 8-man wipe.
With all three of the cores buying back. The push of HR, you know, you look at the Ursa and you think he doesn't push that fast, but then you look at the Beastmaster, he makes everything so strong. And here's the thing, Nemiga, I'm not sure what they waited for. They just waited for the puck to TP to another lane or to see him on another lane, and they went in. The thing is, Rabel, he walked to the bottom lane, he pushed it out, and then he TP'd back in quite easily. So I really think they should have gone a little bit earlier, but HellRaisers, they fought that fight beautifully. There's just no way around it. I don't know, even without the Ursa BKB, if that fight would have gone well for the side of Nemiga. Just a very nice, clean game from HellRaisers. Other than that one fight with the second Aegis, I think they did everything perfectly.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing now the tier 4's going down. This is just going to be GG. Nemiga finally toppled, and it's going to be HellRaisers that does it. Takes that first win against the side of Nemiga, and that's going to let them climb up the table a little bit as well. If we take a look at it, they are 2-1, so they're going to leapfrog over Cybercats, make themselves 3-1, and just one series behind Nemiga in terms of games won, which is going to put them in a really nice, comfortable position coming into that second half of the season.
They definitely will. I love how HellRaisers prepared for this series. I really love how they did. So, okay, in the first game, Nemiga might have outdrafted themselves a little bit, but in this game in particular, HellRaisers, they looked at every single hero that Nemiga picked. They knew what they wanted to do, and they just countered it. First with picks, I mean, you can't say that this is an outdraft, but it did everything perfectly. I think that those... you know, that idea, we're gonna put the Beastmaster on the bottom lane, we're just gonna be playing the top lane as much as we can, and then once we get the Aegis, we immediately run to the bottom lane. Those were such great moves coming out from HellRaisers. Every single second was used nicely, and Nemiga, they look dominant in Division 2, but now they're gonna be meeting a really big Division 1 beast who are on a roll. We've said so many times, this is gonna be the real check for HellRaisers. Are they back? Are they ready to go back to the Division 1? And they definitely are. These are some plays that Nemiga just weren't ready for. They're gonna have to get a little bit better to be a worthy opponent for HellRaisers, though. Still, pretty solid performance from Nemiga. We can see why they were undefeated so far, but this is just too big of a bite for them right now.
Yeah, guys, so we are going to be taking a quick break while we set up for the interview. It's going to be Gilga that's going to be joining us for this. So we're going to take, let's say, 1 or 2 minutes, you know, just enough time for everybody to get themselves settled, maybe go get a drink and come back. And Gilga will be joining us in a second. So stick around and we'll have an interview just after this. Hi guys, we're going to be getting an interview here with Gilga. Gilga, thank you for joining us. How are you doing after that match? You know, how does it feel to finally knock Nemiga off the perch? They were 4-0. You come along and you take them in 2 games.
I mean, they're a good team, but I felt like it was clearly a winnable series since we played the scrims before the DPC, before they qualified for DPC, and it went well. So yeah, we were not too scared. Maybe some people thought that we're gonna lose because of our first match, but I don't know. It was kind of a lot of mistakes in this match, but
okay.
And this one we came stronger.
And how was it? Because in the draft in the first game, you saw the Kiro going mid, you know, up against the Batrider. Were you ever bothered about that, or was that just like, even though it was a surprise, was that still a fun lane for your team to play up against? You know, was there any surprises in that first draft that bothered you?
Nah, not at all. When we prepared a lot for Nemiga game, and we knew that Jakiro quite possibly can go mid, and we had this idea that Batrider has an absolutely free game if he somehow survives laying stage, because it's kind of rough against Jakiro. And I remember Rabel just told me that if I come mid and kill him once or twice and control a few runes, he will just own this game. So this is basically what happens, right? I tip in mid, we kill 3 people. I don't know why they tip it there, but happens. We just I kill him once, and then he just kept dying to lasso every time, every fight. So yeah, that's kind of was easier, and we knew what was gonna happen.
Okay. And looking through it in the second game as well, you got the Hoodwink coming out. Was that just an immediate answer to the Huskar coming through from the side of Nemiga?
Yeah, it's felt like no-brainer for us because it counters somewhat Treeman gets countered by Hoodwink, and at the same time, yeah, Huskar just gets obliterated by Hoodwink in the later stages of the game, and it's since he's an immobile hero and he gets his passive disabled by Hoodwink, it's pretty hard counter, I would say, to Huskar, this Hoodwink hero.
Nice. Harry, any questions?
Yeah. So, as you said, a lot of people thought that you're gonna be losing to Nemiga, or you're gonna have a hard time. It was definitely looking great for you. Last time we talked to Watson here at the interview, he said you're preparing really well for every series. Do you think that you're getting better? Because we can see that your performance is getting really up there in terms of movements and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we make mistakes here and there, but it's fine. We're learning, right? And since we have a newcomer on the team, and we are still adapting to some degree. But overall, I would say this first match, we were just not in shape, and we just took a lesson from it. And now we're every game we're trying to be in shape. Every day, we're playing a lot of scrims, and we're getting better each day. We're talking a lot on the bootcamp here, and I feel we're just getting better together as a team.
Talking about the bootcamp, you're in Belgrade, right?
Yeah.
That's my city. That's where I was born and raised. So I'm kind of glad that. Are you having fun in it? Is it okay for you?
I mean, yeah, I've been living here for I don't know, 3 months already. So yeah, I like it.
You wouldn't mind if there's some local LAN in Serbia that I steal you or one of your players so that I can win, because I'm not in my prime, so I want to stick it to them. Just kidding,
maybe
of course.
We'll see.
Yeah, sure. If you if you do want to. So, what can we expect from HellRaisers going forward? Do you see yourself getting into the Division 1? And if you do, how do you think you would fare at your current form against some of the Division 1 teams?
I mean, we feel it's playable for sure for us, because it was quite unfortunate that we get knocked down from Division 1. It happens, that's what this this tournament on the qualifiers on the major in our region was right? We lost the games and went down into second division. But we're looking into each single game, and we're feeling like it's kind of playable. And at the same time, don't forget we're actually screaming the Division 1 teams, because we're not supposed to play with them. So we can match them, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to be that guy who says that we're gonna definitely be in Division 1, we're gonna wreck all of them, and then we'll lose some serious. Nah.
Yeah, it's much better that you be humble, and then in the end see that's how good we are, and we believed in our team. I'm glad that you're definitely picking up the pace. You guys are looking awesome, and thank you once again for the awesome answers. And I'm gonna take you on that proposition to take you to some land to win for me. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and thank you, Gilia, for joining us. Once again, congratulations for winning this series, and hopefully, again, you can keep that momentum moving forwards. But again, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll get you on another winners interview soon.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, guys. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And that is going to be it for us, guys. We are, getting ourselves in and through 2 great series, but that's going to be it for the Division 2 games today on Beyond the Summit. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. I believe it will be a few days, but we'll be back, myself and Hurry. And again, Hurry, thank you for joining us, and great cast. And again,